that I was on this stage, waiting to see if it was my name that would be called to the office of Miss Arizona Joe Stoddard. Since then, this year has gone by quicker than I could have imagined, but was filled to the brim with memories, fun, and experiences I would never forget. This year was incredible, and there were many people to thank for it. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for the opportunity to represent an organization with girls that I love for this year. On several occasions throughout my time as Miss, I have been in awe of how blessed I am to be here, and it brings me great joy to have had this experience. To everyone who's gone above and beyond to support me during this year, an enormous thank you. Whether it be donating, driving, giving me advice, or taking the time out of your day to help me throughout the year, I am so grateful to you all. To everyone in attendance, thank you for coming. Whatever your reasons may be for attending, it means so much to myself and to the girls competing to see you here, supporting not only Joe's daughters, but the girls in it. To the pageant committee, thank you so much for all of the hard work that you've all put in to make this pageant a success. Not only have you put in a lot of effort and time into this pageant, but it was an absolute pleasure working with all of you. I couldn't imagine a better committee than this. To Sarah Nessig. Last year, you crowned me as Miss Arizona, and throughout the year, you've continued to answer every little question or help me with everything I've asked for. You've been such a great role model and friend throughout my Joby career, and I'm so happy to have had you by my side this year. To the Arizona Masonic family, thank you all for your support throughout the year. It has been a pleasure visiting all of the various events around the state, and I'm so happy to be part of our Masonic family. To Bethel number 22 and everyone who meets at Wayfarers Lodge, thank you for your unwavering support throughout the year and for being home away from home. You all are seriously the best, and I'm so happy to call Wayfarers Lodge my home lodge. To Arizona Jobe's daughters, you girls are the best, and I honestly mean that. Every single one of you brings joy to my life, and I'm so grateful to know each and every one of you. Throughout this year, I have done my best to try and serve you and represent you girls to the best of my ability. I enjoy doing it, even if nobody had said anything. But when I saw the support that you girls gave me while I was at Supreme Session, or even throughout the year, when people have told me that I have made a difference to them, words cannot express how much that truly means to me. You girls are my best friends, and even though I won't be your miss anymore, I'm still always there for you. To my family, thank you for all that you've done this year and all the years of my life. Even if you aren't thrilled about or don't always agree with my way of doing things, i.e. procrastinating, you have never stopped loving me and have always been there for me. I love you all so much. To my congenialities, Gabby and Jessica, you girls are amazing. Not only are you some of the nicest, most fun girls I know, but you are both willing to step up to whatever Kira and I asked of you throughout the year. Thank you girls for being a fantastic part of our Miss team this year. Lastly, Kira. Kira, we've been really close friends since you moved here from Arizona, and we have only grown closer throughout the years. As one of my closest friends, I was so incredibly lucky to have you as my companion this year. You've been my partner through all of this, cooperating with me through just about everything this year, and I want to thank you for all that you've done. I don't think that you get enough credit for all of the work that you have accomplished throughout this year, and you truly deserve to be recognized. Not only could I not have done everything that I did without you, it just truly would not have been the same. This year's Miss, I wanted to focus on strengthening the bonds between not only our girls, our Bethels, and our state, but of the entire Masonic family. Throughout my time in Jobe's Daughters, I began to really treasure the friends I have made and the skills I have learned. And I became enamored with this organization. I began to wonder what the other organizations were like, and if they held the same intangible wonder that Job's daughters possessed. I started my journey into learning about the other Masonic organizations when I became Kiwi de Malay's chapter princess, learning about how fascinating de Malay was and how great the members were. And from that point on, I have been captivated by the other organizations of my Masonic family ever since. These organizations on their own are awe-inspiring, but it is the bonds between our organizations that are even more special. And I wanted nothing more in my turn than to strengthen and grow these bonds in Arizona. My year consisted of a lot of traveling, but I would say that it was filled with even more fun. Our bonds seem to have grown throughout the year. We have been to many installations and events within our Masonic family, and even had a few events with all three Masonic youth organizations working together. In the process, I have had so many more de Malay and Rainbow friends this year than ever before, and I have built many friendships with those in the Masonic organizations as well, adult Masonic organizations. To the next Miss team, I encourage you all to find something about this organization that you love and are passionate about, and strive to do what you can to leave your mark and turn something great into something incredible. You only get to be Miss or Junior Miss once in your life, ever. You will never get this experience again. I'm a firm believer in living with no regrets, and this is definitely something that you will regret if you do not embrace it to the fullest. It is not an easy journey. It takes hard work, dedication, and a passion for your goals, but make the most out of every moment. Every all-nighter, every weekend spent working at home is well worth it when you are able to give back to the organizations and girls that have given you so much love and joy. And hearing somebody tell you that you have made a difference to them is unlike anything else. On more of an upbeat side, along with the responsibilities of Miss Arizona, there are so many great things about being Miss Arizona. To be completely honest, one of the coolest perks for me was getting to wear a cape. I love capes. Since a young age, I've always had a fascination with capes. They're so neat, and in my opinion, they're so awe-inspiring, and they really make an impression when you walk in the room. I love capes so much, in fact, that when I was in about 2nd grade, my parents kept getting calls from the school because I kept sneaking in a bandana to tuck into my collar, and that was against dress code to wear a cape, apparently. Times have changed for me, of course, and as I stand here tonight, I am honored to wear a cape that is not only beautiful, but has, stitched inside, the names of each Miss Arizona Job's daughter that has worn this cape, carrying the history and legacy of those before me. Although some may say that it must be heavy, burdensome, and hot to wear it all of the time, I disagree. It has kept me warm on many cold occasions, and while the cape is heavy, there is something empowering about feeling the weight of it on your shoulders. There are really some cool qualities about having a cape, especially this one, but having a cape isn't the only way to embrace all of these benefits. If you want to make an impression and leave others in awe, find what it is in our world that is lacking, and be that. Stand out from the crowd and go beyond the norm. If, like the name stitched in the back, you want to leave your name, your mark, and be part of the legacy, find something that is important and contribute to it. It may not be much at first, but if you continue to put in effort and give it your all, in time, you will have made an incredible difference. If you want to feel a weight on your shoulders that empowers you and makes you feel important, take on new responsibilities and tasks that others need. It is a weight, and it can be a burden, but it does not come without the feelings of empowerment and importance. If you seek warmth in the world, band together with your friends and family, Masonic or blood. When you support and love and care for one another, you will feel and emanate a warmth that no mere cape ever could. If you want something to cloak you and trail behind you, or maybe even something to hit the occasional passerby with, cloak yourself in love and kindness. Let it leave a trail of happiness behind you and inspire others to do the same. My point is, you don't need a cape for any of these things, because everything that makes this cape so spectacular is in each and every single one of you. Out of all the ladies ladies up here competing tonight, I have no doubt that whoever the next Miss and Junior Miss is, she will embody these qualities. But whether you leave here in a literal cape or not, I hope that you will all leave with your own metaphorical cape, one that's radiance and magnificence transcends that of any physical good. To all the contestants, putting forth the effort, going through the work, and taking a chance to be one of the next leaders of our state, you have all earned the privilege of being looked up to and respected as a leader in the individual scholars. Never forget just how much each one of you can impact our state. I love this position. I love this job. I love the experiences it has to offer. And I love the girls that I've been privileged to serve this year. Passing on the crown will undoubtedly be one of the saddest moments of my daily career. But I am filled with such hope and happiness to know that the same things I love so dearly about this office will be experienced by one of you in the next year, and years after that. And there will always be new experiences, new girls, and new joy to be found in every single year. For my parting words, I believe Jack Layton said it best. My friends, love is better than anger. Hope is better than fear. Optimism is better than despair. So let us be loving, hopeful, and optimistic, and we will change the world. With an immeasurable amount of Jody love, for the last time. Respectfully submitted,